now time for the positive message for today. The positive message for today. It is now the November 26, 2025. And before I begin with that, let me just begin with my verbal verification. As to I am the one and only Atavia Gold Star, the one and only Atavia Gold Star. Now for my verbal copyright, everything that I am saying in this YouTube live stream are all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. So this is Thanksgiving week. This is Thanksgiving week. As a matter of fact, this is Thanksgiving Eve. And so yesterday, my positive message yesterday was about your reasons for celebrating Thanksgiving. Your reasons for celebrating Thanksgiving. And, you're grateful. You're grateful. You are thankful and you are blessed. You're grateful, you're thankful, and you're blessed. So this is part 2. So yesterday, you were looking through a lot of things. You were looking, just sitting down, just crying and crying and crying. You were crying because you was just sitting down. You got this Thanksgiving card in the mail. And then you began to sit down and just, think about where you came from and how much you have achieved and how much you have accomplished. And so you began to get up and look around your house, look at different things, look at pictures on the walls. And since then, you have won, and you have, went and got an old photo album. You've been looking through your old photo album. You've been doing all of that, reminiscing, remembering, and, so you done cried and cried. You done lost about 2 sets of eyes. Yes. 2 sets of eyelashes you have lost because you just been reminiscing all the whole time. And so you look through your photo album, you done made phone calls to people maybe you have not spoken to in a long time. But it's the holiday, and sometimes the holidays may make us call up someone or people that we have not spoken to in a while. So you have done that. And so now you are now thinking, okay, you replaced those lashes like twice. And so now you're thinking like, okay, now you're doing it together, right? Because you've shopped for that. You didn't either have it delivered to you, you had someone go pick it up, or either you have ran out and you've picked up a couple of things yourself. So now you're thinking, okay, now I know what my side dishes are going to be. You have all of that together. You know what your side dishes are going to be. But now, you're trying to figure out now. How am I going to fix my turkey? Because you don't even know how you're going to do that now. You don't know how you're going to do that now. But all you know is that you said, I'm going to prepare Thanksgiving dinner myself. So now you're thinking like, how am I going to fix my turkey? How am I going to prepare my turkey? How am I going to cook my turkey? You don't know how you're going to cook your turkey. But up in here, you're thinking you got it all figured out because you have always figured everything out. Mostly, you figured it out, and it has mostly worked out when it comes to certain things that you are trying to figure out. And so, but you can't figure this out on how you're going to cook your turkey because you have never cooked a turkey before. So you're looking over at maybe your boyfriend, your husband, someone that's in your life that knows how to cook the turkey, and they say to you, you won't be able to cook the turkey, and you say, I won't be able to cook the turkey. They said, no, as a matter of fact, you know you can't cook a turkey, so you're saying, I can't cook a turkey. I can. I'm going to show you. And I'm going to cook this turkey. You're going to see. I'm going to cook my turkey and it's going to be good. And you'll see. I'll cook it. And then you walk off to yourself. You call a couple of friends and they say to you, you know you don't know how to cook a turkey. And you say, I'm going to cook it. I'll cook it. And so then you go off to yourself and you say, I really don't know how to cook this turkey. So I'm going to say to you how you can cook your turkey if you don't know how to cook your turkey. Okay, I'm going to say to you, you can go and buy a fully cooked turkey. That's what I'm going to say to you. If you open up my platform or you come across this video, I'm going to say to you, you can go and buy a fully cooked roasted turkey. Now, how are you going to cook that turkey? It still needs to be baked. You still may want to bake it or however you decide to cook it, if you're going to, grill it or however you're going to cook that turkey. If you have not ever cooked a turkey before, I'm also going to say that, you know what, that is what this YouTube platform is for. That is what this YouTube platform is for. You can go and find a video on how to cook your turkey, how you want to cook your turkey. See, everyone on YouTube have a platform for how they want to do their channel. There are people on this YouTube platform, they cook. And see, I'm not the cook like that. And I know you have tuned into my channel. But my channel is not about cooking. So I cannot sit here and tell you how you're going to cook your turkey. The last time I cooked the turkey was years ago, over 20 years ago. I cannot tell you how to cook a turkey. But what I can say to you, that if you really don't know how to cook a turkey, go to a YouTube platform and you know what? They're going to tell you how you can cook your turkey. They're going to tell you. And it doesn't matter how popular you are. You hear this playing right now. It doesn't matter how popular you are. How, what you can do, like how classy and fabulous you are. It doesn't matter, what it is that you know that you can do that is fantastic, that you know that you can do that is up top of the line, that you know that you can do that. Everybody can say, wow, when it comes to that, he or she can do that. But if you know that you really do not know how to cook a turkey, I'm not going to tell you you can't cook it. I'm not going to tell you that. But maybe you should have been practicing on how to cook the turkey throughout the year. Maybe someone should have stood with you and said, you know what, come on. Now we're going to go over this again. We're going to go over this again several times, because by the time Thanksgiving Eve coming, for me it's Thanksgiving Eve as far as cooking. Thanksgiving done. Okay, so you should have, maybe had practice on how to cook a turkey or had lessons on how to cook a turkey. throughout the years. So if you know you don't know how to cook the turkey, I'm going to say to you, I'm going to say to you, I'm not going to sit here and say, here you go, here's the recipe of how to, how to cook a turkey. I'm not going to tell you that because I haven't cooked the turkey in a long time. So what I'm going to say to you, you can go and buy a fully cooked roasted turkey. You can go buy a fully cooked roasted turkey. And if you don't want to do that, well, you still have to, mess it up, put all your flavors to it, because you still need to know what type of flavors you're going to put on your turkey and put it in the oven. If you just want to show people and say, I cooked this turkey on my own, I cooked it on my own, go buy a fully cooked turkey. But if you know you still don't know how to season the turkey, and you still don't want, your significant other to tell you, because see, they know how to cook the turkey, but they told you you can't. So now you're looking at them like, don't even tell me how to cook it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to cook this turkey this year, and you're going to see it's going to be the best turkey. And tomorrow, my invites will be here tomorrow. My family and my friends will be here tomorrow. You all going to see. You all going to love this turkey. You all are going to love my turkey. And deep down inside, you don't know a thing about cooking a turkey. I'm going to say, you don't know a thing about cooking a turkey. Now, if you really just don't want to do all of that, I'm going to say to you, maybe you can go buy a turkey or have someone cook the turkey for you. And then you could just make like you cook the turkey on your own. Or either you could go over to your significant other and you can say, okay, I apologize. I'm sorry. I know I can't, and I really don't know how to cook the turkey. Okay, will you cook the turkey for me? I have invites coming over tomorrow, and I just want to take the turkey, and I want to, I'm not going to tell you all what's going to happen next, because there is a part 3 to this, but we're going to stay on this turkey that you are saying that you can cook. So now you're talking to your significant other, and you're like, okay, come on, just cook the turkey for me. Cook the turkey for me. And I love the way you cook your turkey. It's so moist, it's so juicy, and every bit of it is just so right. Go on and cook the turkey. You can either do that, buy the fully cooked roasted turkey, or you can have someone else. Cook the turkey, which is probably now too late, because if you were going to hire someone to cook the turkey, their schedules might be full and booked up now, because it is now the last minute. So we're going to stay on this turkey for just a little bit. You're now thinking, now when I get my significant other to cook this turkey, if they're going to cook this turkey, now if I do that, I'm not going to feel right. Because I am a person that I am very creative, and I love to do things on my own. I love to do things on my own because I am authentic and real. So I decided, that's okay. I don't want you to, it's fine. I got it after all. I have confidence. I know that I can cook this turkey. I know, and I'm saying to you, if you don't know already, you can go to YouTube and step by step, I'm going to show you how to cook that turkey. If you have decided just not to go with the fully cooked roasted turkey, and you just decide that you are going to cook this turkey on your own, take your time and cook the turkey. There are do's and don'ts on how to cook the turkey. Now, I went over these do's and don'ts with someone that really loves cooking turkey. I mean, they are cook. Can cook. Now, you got some people that can cook. But then you got some people that can cook. I mean, cook anything. So I spoke with this person, And some of the do's and don'ts, because they are a original cooker, old school, from the old school of cooking, of knowing how to cook, and cooking ever since they were just a little bitty, and you cannot tell them anything about cooking, for they are set in their ways, and they know how to cook a turkey. So I told them the do's and don'ts. They laughed and said, "What?" No way am I doing some of those do's and don'ts. But I'm going to tell you the most important don't for cooking a turkey. Don't cook it frozen. Don't rush out at the last minute and get the turkey. You must let the turkey unthaw. You must let the turkey unthaw. And another thing I'm going to say, which the fire department would tell you, look and cook. Look and cook. Don't put the turkey on and then say, I'm going to go in here. I'm working on a project. And you know what? I am going to let this turkey cook. While I'm working on a project, I'm reading a book. You might have made some more phone calls. Someone in your house that was there with you have ran out to go run an errand, and you are on your comfortable sofa. You're laying on your sofa. You have fell asleep. You fell asleep while the turkey was in the oven. And now you're hearing it on my platform. Look and cook, because the fire department would say, always look and cook. Do not get so comfortable that you forget that turkey is in the oven. And so you definitely want to keep your eyes on your turkey while you're cooking. And again, I'm going to say, if you don't know how to cook your turkey, you can go to YouTube and look it up. There are several amazing cooks on YouTube, chefs that cook all kinds of things. And I'm sure you can look at a YouTube channel that will show you how to cook your turkey. And I'm going to leave it at that, because this is part 2. Now tomorrow it's going to be, the big shebang, the big event on your invites, your family and your friends, on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Early in the morning, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and it's going to be part 3 tomorrow. This is part 2. And so now I am now going to close out the positive message for today. But so yes, the positive message for today is, how are you going to cook your turkey now? How are you going to cook your turkey? And if you don't know how, YouTube can show you how to cook your turkey. So that's what the positive message was for today. I am now going to give my thank yous for today. I want to say thank you, YouTube, so much for the platform. I want to say thank you to the producers who continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music. I want to say thank you to the recording music engineers that mix and master all of my singles and my albums. I want to say thank you to those who continue to stream my positive message music and download them and continue to make those beautiful TikToks to my positive message music. I want to say thank you to the great ones, the leaders and legends who continue to pave the way for up and coming artists and all. I want to say thank you to Did you think I forgot you? No way would I ever forget you. Thank you for your subscribing, or if you're watching, or if you have stopped by this morning. I thank you so much for viewing. I want to say thank you to God, for you are the greatest, the greatest, the greatest. For it is your love, God, that continues to inspire me to do what I am doing each and every moment of my life, even right down to now. So I'm looking at the chat, and I'm going to check the chat before I close out. Okay, let me see. Okay, hold on, I got you. Okay, so I'm going to check the chat. We pop it in, we pop it in. Let me see. We pop it in, we pop it in. Okay. You know what, y'all? Hey, hearts to you. That's all I'm gonna say for the first two. Hearts to you. Hearts to you. Okay. Y'all are amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all are amazing. T-O-N, we pop it in tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna say we're pop it in this morning. Okay, let me keep on. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna have to take another picture because I cannot. Now, whoever said that, shame on you for saying that. Shame on you for saying that. I don't know what will make you say what you said. But I'm going to overlook it because you know what? You have a right to speak and say what you want to say. But just to come out and to say something like that, what they would normally ask you on an application, I'm going to say shame on you for that. Why would you? I'm going to move past that. I'm going to move past that. Okay, so I'm going to say long time ago, I was at a job. In my younger years, I was at a job. And, you know, I was doing something at work that I knew that was correct on what I was doing. Someone came over to me and said, "You're not doing it right." And I said, "I am." So the manager came over and even said, "You know what? She is doing it the correct way." And you know what the manager said to me? And I kept saying, "I know it." I kept telling her, "She don't listen." I kept telling her. The manager said, "You know what? Let it roll over. Just let it roll over. Let it roll over. Continue to do what it is that you are doing, that you know that you are doing, because that's going to happen anyway. That's going to happen. People are going to say what they want to say, and they have a choice. But we, as the ones that, you know, don't want to pay attention to that, we have a choice not to pay attention to that. We can let it roll over. And so that is exactly what I'm choosing to do right now. And so I am going to now go back to, and let me see. Let me see. Now, what are the other? Let me go down and see what else is down here. Because I already know y'all. Amazing text. I want to call them text, but I know it's the chat. Thank you so much. Girl, I know. Y'all better stop. Y'all are making me laugh so hard right now. Y'all are making show me the definition of. Y'all are amazing. You know what? Sometimes I think people People just, they just want to say something. Tell me what you think. You know what? Amazing text. Some things, there are amazing everything out here. Amazing everything out here. And you can just laugh it off. Laugh it off because you know who you are and what you're doing. When you cut off the cameras, you're still going to be that person. Amazing and who you are and what you're doing in your everyday life. But you know what? You do have to wonder, why were some people, what you're gonna do? My daughter told me, she said, Mama, they're trolls. They're trolls. And I do know about trolls. It's just that I don't use that in my everyday language. I am of positivity, and that's what I do. That's my brand. That is my brand of positivity. And yes, positivity do work. You want to know how it works? Because when you want that positivity to work in your life, you're going to say, I'm positive. It's going to work. I'm going to get this job. I am going to elevate so I can move up to the next level in my life. I am going to be the best that I can do, because it is something out here that you yourself, that if you're doing something negative, at some point you're going to do something that is positive in your life. The moment that you wake up out of your sleep and you are blessed, and I'm going to say from God, that is a positivity. So whether or not you say positivity don't work, that is positive. With the fact that you have gotten up out of the bed, get yourself up, get yourself dressed, lift yourself up to some positive messages, and you know you're in the right place. I got a message for your hearts, your mind, and your soul. That is winners. So whether or not you want to say positivity does not work, it does, because it's working. The moment that you open up your eyes and you are blessed, thankful, and grateful, you should be, that you are able to experience life once again, get up out of the bed, the fact that you are able to move around and do some of the things that you are doing that some people maybe cannot do. You are blessed for that. So the fact that you come over to my platform with some of these shenanigans has nothing to do with me. That is you. Hopefully I can inspire you and uplift you and encourage you, for this is not the platform for that. I am here to uplift and inspire and encourage those. This is not just a fly by night. I didn't just wake up yesterday to do this. If you do your research, you will see I have been doing this for several years. And so that if you come over to my platform with that, I'm built for it. I'm built for it. I've experienced it. I love God. But the fact that, some people can just come over to other people's platform. It's like me going to church. It's almost like me going to church. I have respect for the church. No matter what others might say, I have respect for the church, and I know that God will hold me accountable if I go in there and I'm out of character, which is not my character, to go in the church and disrespect a pastor or anyone that is in that church, to sit there and do something that is out of character. That is just like you coming over to my platform with those shenanigans, and I will continue to speak this way if I see something that is just out of character. Why would you come over here and try to troll my platform when I'm here to uplift and inspire and encourage you to be your greater and better self and to strengthen you? But God, for it is your love that inspires me to continue to do what I'm doing. Each and every moment of my life, I will pray that He will speak to you in your heart when you are by yourself, or maybe you're using the bathroom. Because see, when you go to that bathroom, it's something about being in the bathroom. It is something about being in the bathroom. You can't move for a certain minutes of time. You in there and you maybe would think about what I'm saying right now. When you come over here with those shenanigans, they're going to be overlooked or blurred. Or, I'm not going to even just give any notice to it, but I am going to say what I'm saying right now because that's what I do. I turn the negative into positivity. And then again, positivity, it does work. You'll notice that the next time that you wake up in the morning and you get up, that's a positivity. And so now I am going to now close down my positive messages, and I'm going to say with all love to you, tomorrow morning, I will be here for Thanksgiving in the morning, 6:30. You know what? Exactly at 6:30, I'm going to open up because I ain't going to be able to wait to give y'all part 3. I'm not going to tell you what the title is going to be, but it will be part 3 as a continuation from part 1 and part 2, which part 1 was your reason for celebrating Thanksgiving. You are grateful, thankful, and you are blessed. And today is who is going to cook the turkey? Who is going to cook the turkey? I think that's what I said. I think it was about who is going to cook the turkey. And if you cannot cook the turkey, you can go to YouTube to cook the turkey. So that will be in my description of something like that. And part 3 will be tomorrow. And if you're interested, tomorrow, tonight, my 56 nights for my therapeutic rehearsal sessions is going down. Rain or shine, consistently, I'm going to be here. Now, I'm going to close out because I'm looking at that clock, and although I do have some time because this is Thanksgiving Eve, time to meet with family and friends and, just do some things you don't normally get to do during the week. And so I'm going to now close down. And let me see. Where is the positive message that I want to leave you with? Because I'm going to leave you with that, right? I'm going to leave you with that. And here it is. Okay, so these are my beautiful flyers, and I'm going to say to you, that is my subscribe flyer. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not. I want to say, subscribing to my YouTube channel. When you come to my YouTube channel, I ain't doing something over here but uplifting you and inspiring you to become your greater and better selves and strengthening you. That is why I can see past all the shenanigans when you come over here. Now, I might just say something about the shenanigans when I see it, for I'm about turning that negativity into positivity. And once again, I'm going to say, which I might be repeating so much more than often, is that positivity does work. It does work for them. I'm going to say it again. The moment you open your eyes in the morning, you are able to, turn around, put your feet on the floor, and you're walking. That is a positivity. And that is life, okay? So, like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Share this video with someone. Share this video with someone. Maybe it's coming up in conversations. And you sharing this video with someone, this YouTube video, book me a Tavia Gold Star YouTube channel. You just never know who you may be helping out. And I'm going to say, hit the alert bell. Look at my bell. Come on, bell. Hit the alert bell for notifications, so you may know when I am uploading a video. And I want to say to you, have a safe and positive Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. Have a safe, positive Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. Positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love.